Hi everyone, back here for video number 2, where we're working on making a phylogenetic tree using BUSCO genes. We're on to step number 3. A small disclaimer, I did change some of the naming of the files and some of the directories since I worked on this last, so that's just something to keep in mind. It might be inconsistent from steps 1 and 2, but the general concepts are the same. I'll try to keep it more consistent moving on, but just wanted to let everyone know. Okay, so for this video, we're working on step number 3 here, which we're going to make two files called an ingroup.txt file and an outgroup.txt file. And you can see also, last thing that I forgot to mention is the data and the scripts that I'm using for this can all be found within this directory up here on the GitHub. Okay, so to create the ingroup file, first we have our 5 different species here. These are 5 separate species of fungi. And we're going to put for this analysis, we want to put these 2 samples that start with C into the ingroup file and the 3 samples that start with P into the outgroup file. So let's go ahead and with this command, copy all the files that end in .tsv into the ingroup.txt file. Then we can go ahead and open the ingroup.txt file and delete. Here we'll use Control-K on Windows to delete that line. And then we want to delete these 2 samples that start with P. And then we're going to go ahead and do a Control-O to save and a Control-X to exit. And then we're going to repeat this process for the outgroup. And then we open the outgroup. And we want to delete, for this one, the samples that start with C. And about got it here. And then we'll do another Control-O and a Control-X. Okay, so that's step 3. We have our 2 ingroup and our 2 outgroup files set up. Now for step 4, we want to make a list of all the BUSCO genes that are present in all the samples. And we're going to filter them as well. So for this, we're using a Python script that I got from one of the tutorials listed in the GitHub. And with this here, it's you can change these parameters here to determine how you want to filter those BUSCO genes, but these are what we're going to use for this example. And so then this puts out a summary.tsv file, and we can go ahead and look at that summary.tsv file. And for this next script we're going to need to edit just a couple of things. So with this, we're going to delete all these first lines with Control-K on Windows, and then just delete these 2 pound signs. Control-O, and then you can exit. And then, so for step number 5 now, we're going to run this next script file called BUSCO list. And you may need to make a small edit in this file as well, depending on how many samples are in your ingroup and outgroup file. So if you look at the busco.list Python script, depending on how many samples you have in the ingroup file, you may need to change this number to reflect that. And same with your outgroup. That should be the same, or it should be the only thing you need to make to this adjustment. Okay, so for step 5 here, we're going to go ahead and run this busco.list Python script. And it will give off this bug. I haven't quite gotten to work through that yet, but I'll try to work on that. But then essentially it should give off this file called filtered.genes.txt. And then if we open that file, see a list of genes here, and then we can double check that the genes listed here are in all of our samples if we open a couple of our .tsv files. So for example, we'll open the C sulfuracins one. And if we go through the list here, we see this first one, 28 AT is there, complete, 58 AT, complete there, 213 There are these complete, this 6.5 that's complete, but it's not present in other samples and all the other samples, so it's skipped. But we go down to 213, that's complete. And then we'll just check another one of these files just to be safe. We'll do this nano. Then we have the 2.8 is in this sample, 5.8 is in this sample. Again, there's these, but they're not in all the samples, so it skips down to this. So here we have 1,079 genes that are present in all 5 of our samples. All right, stay tuned for video number 3. I hope that this is helpful, and please feel free to email me or contact me or leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you.